Hi everyone, today I'm making this video to share with you that the second version of Wildyverse is out. It's the v2-pre-alpha. And there's a few things I've added, so let's go through it. First, you have the ability to create worlds, and you will have the save system. So let's call this my world, for example. We'll load it. Boom, we get there, and if we modify something, let's say this, we disconnect, we go back, and you will see that it is getting loaded according to the changes we made. So this is the first thing. Then I've also added the sky, and also I made the decision to go back to per voxel colors. The reason for that is that I felt that the previous version with per face normals and per face voxels color were creating a lot of noise when you were looking at something from far, because you could see some shadows and sometimes not, and where you were far, it was almost as if it was noise. So I think it makes things a lot more clearer, and this is why I went back to this. So yeah, this is also related to the sky. For the sky, it's just some Perlin noise for now. I made the same for the night, but I don't think you have access to the night on this version. After that, I spent some time on the inventory system. So I made one that is inspired by too many items, which is I think it's a old mod from Minecraft. And so now you can select a voxel and you can use it. Speaking about that, you can see here in the corner that depending on what you are doing, you can see what you have in hand. So if I go with the cuboid, it's a cube, the brush is 1, the shape is 1, and I can increase one or the other, and I can decide what I'm about to place. Yeah, it's the same with sphere, with the cylinder. It makes things better. So yeah, maybe I'm not clear enough, but the brush size is the size of the block. So for example, here I'm on 32 by 32, and the shape is the size, the specific parameter of this shape. So for example, here it's the radius for the cylinder, and this makes you able to do some buildings. Then after that, I spent some time working on making the world a bit better. So I've added triplanar mapping. It is something that John Lynn did, and that I think is a very good thing. And Douglas did the same also, I think. I don't know if someone else did it, but I think it just looks better, honestly. It gives a lot more diversity to, for example, the ground here. And yeah, for little efforts, because here I just added a pixel art texture for the dots. For little efforts, I can have a lot more diversity and style in the game. It gives a better aesthetic, basically. And finally, the last thing that I worked on, and it is actually the thing on which I will spend most of my time on this video, it's the ability for things to be automatically detached from the world. And to me, this was a very hard problem, and I didn't hear anyone speaking about it. But what I mean is that, for example, if we build a tower, let's do one, and you break something, you expect things to fall. So, for example, like that. And this, to me, was a very, very hard problem to solve, because at the beginning, I will go first with the solution I was thinking of. I went with a fluid fill algorithm, and the issue of the fluid fill algorithm is that the bigger your structure and the bigger the structure you want to detach, the longer you will have to wait. And sometimes it's just like you cannot accept the amount of time it will take. So I went with an algorithm where I'm holding a graph of connectivity throughout the game. And this is getting updated on the fly, and this graph of connectivity is related to my K-tree node. Is related to my K-tree nodes. This way, when I'm updating the worlds, I can automatically update the connectivity graph, and I can reuse basically the same graph without having to recompute it every time. This makes me able to, I will show you, make very big structures and then let them fall. Let me, what, because it will take too much time. I'm building a big thing. Okay. This makes me able to do something like that. Up. And then suddenly, oh, maybe it's too big. Yeah, I will reduce it a bit. It may be too big because if something is too big and is overflowing the world, I'm just deleting it, not to break the physics engine. So let me just reduce it a bit. Yeah, like this, for example. If I remove that, boom, it falls instantly. And this is something I couldn't manage to do with fluid field algorithm. So my algorithm is entirely relying on my create tree algorithm also, and this is how I'm able to have this kind of engine working. But honestly, I don't know if I'm just making a mistake, honestly, because no one is speaking about this issue, and maybe there's a way easier method for that. So that's also maybe the point of this video. If you guys have a better idea of some algorithm that I could use to make this, I would be very happy, because it made my code base a lot more complex just for this feature, and I almost lost 2 weekends working on this single addition. So if you guys have any idea of how it could be made better, I'd be very happy to hear about you. Other than that, you can try this version on Wildyverse.com. You just need to download, and then you can launch it. And don't hesitate to share anything on my Discord. See you guys.